Does a ghost haunt this store in Plattsmouth, Nebraska? Today I'm sharing a story that was sent to me by a viewer who used to work at a discount variety store in Plattsmouth. Being a small town, they really didn't get very many customers, and so oftentimes there were just two people working the store, a manager and a cashier. And she was a cashier. And she said over her time working there was never a time where she didn't feel uncomfortable. She often found herself working alone because her manager was either in the back office or working somewhere else in the store. But it wasn't the loneliness that made her feel uncomfortable. No, it was the things that she would hear and see. She would often hear sounds that just didn't make sense or have any reasonable source. Other times, she would find shopping carts that had rolled out after she had just put them away. And she would just brush these things off because she was sure that they had a reasonable explanation. Then one day, she was at the front of her register stocking candy when she noticed a man standing just 10 feet away from her. She had no recollection of him entering and had not seen him before this moment. His back was turned to her, so she never saw his face, but he was wearing white tennis shoes, long white socks, khaki shorts, a blue button up shirt, and ball cap. Typical grandpa getup. She noticed that he was looking at the wall that had all their back to school supplies, and so she wondered if he knew what he was looking for. Maybe he was looking for something for his grandchildren. Whatever the case, she thought it'd be best to go offer her assistance. So she quickly set down the box that she was holding, but as she looked up and began walking towards him, she froze. The man was gone. Immediately, her heart sunk to her stomach because she just knew something was off. But she pushed those feelings aside because surely he could have just left the building or moved to a different aisle. She quickly turned her head to look out the glass doors and windows, but she didn't see anyone. Not only that, there were no cars in the parking lot. So she walked around the store, looked down every aisle to see if she could find him, but he was not there. Within a few minutes of searching the whole store, she came to the conclusion that there was no customer there with her. Terrified, she began to walk back to her register. As she was walking towards the front, her manager came around the corner and startled her. And she asked her, "Are you okay? It looks like you've just seen a ghost." The manager's comment left her speechless because coincidentally, she thought she did. When her manager noticed that she was struggling to find words to speak, her smile quickly faded and she asked, "Oh my gosh, did you see him?" To which she responded, "See who?" And to her shock, her manager responded by saying,